So that's our creamy chicken curry, hand pie or pasty. It's absolutely sensational. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Rick. Today we're making chicken curry hand pies. Come on, we want to take that takeaway curry with us wherever we go. Okay, it's not quite takeaway curry flavour, but it is a curry, creamy curried chicken hand pie or pasty. Let's get on and do it. Come on. I'm using skinless, boneless chicken breasts. Okay, and we need to cut into small cubes. We want small cubes for this because it's going inside the pasty or the hand pie. Now, it's not rocket science to cube up some chicken breast. However, the chicken breast will shrink when cooked. So you have to work out how big you want your chicken pieces. Up to you. So it's nice and straightforward. Right, we've got about 400 grams of chicken breast here. I've got 2 chicken breasts and they're about 400 grams in total. So just get on and cube up your chicken. Now we're making it so easy today because we're using ready rolled puff pastry. Okay, come on, let's clear that away. Okay, we want to be getting a pan on. In there, a little bit of oil. Now that's olive oil, but it doesn't matter what you use. Flame on, chicken in, doesn't matter. We want to be sealing it up, a little bit of golden colour on there, because if not, it's just going to be white inside our hand pies. Now, did I say oven on at 200 degrees? I don't know, but there you go, it's on. Make sure you put your oven on. Okay, we're going to a little bit of seasoning on here, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. We want that underlying pepperiness in here. Now obviously salt and pepper to taste, and if you don't want to use it, don't use it. Let's have a seal on there, come on. Right, we're going to cook this and then we're going to chuck it in another bowl to one side. Okay, and a little bit of something going on there, look. That's nice and steady. As per usual, the ridiculous amount of water out of the chicken breasts. Cook it off. Fluid gone, we're down to that oil now, look, that olive oil. So we can put a little bit of colour on there. They've got a nice little bit of brown tinge on already. We don't have to go too much more. Okay, I'm just reducing my flame a little bit and we're having that chicken out. Out it comes. And there, butter. Nice little swizzle whizzle. Onions, nice little cook on those onions. If that fond comes off the bottom, bring it off with your onions. That's all little bits of flavour in there, look, that's coming off. And then we're going in with some garlic ginger paste in a second. Just cook a little bit of rawness off those onions. Clear yourself a space, that'll fill up with that butter. Garlic and ginger. Bring that in, cook out that rawness a little bit with that butter in there. What a beautiful smell. Okay, bring it in. Now, is there any butter in there? There it is, look. Just bring that out a little minute. We're just bringing that butter out a little minute. We're going in there with our curry powder and turmeric if you want to use it. We want to just bloom that a second in there. Oh, what a lovely smell. There you go, look, you see all the oils coming out of the curry powder. Curry powder of choice, up to you. Right, now bring it in. So straightforward, isn't it? Now your flame does not have to be too high. In there, about 1.5 tablespoons of flour. Now I go big as usual. And we want to be cooking out the rawness of the flour. Nice and straightforward. We're making a roux basically. But we don't want it to taste the flour. And don't worry if it catches on the bottom a little bit. It ain't going to burn as long as you keep it moving. So basically what we've done, we've created a curry paste. Now carnation milk today, I've got these little diddy cute cans. That helps. And it's evaporated milk, not sweetened condensed milk. In there, our chicken stock. Now watch the heat because this will thicken. It has to thicken because of the flour. Nice little stir around. And you might need to add a little bit more fluid, but what we're aiming for is a really nice thick base inside there with our chicken. In there, our evaporated milk. That's going to give us our creaminess. Nice little stir on. Bring that in. It will thicken. It will have a nice creamy thick sauce. Just keep it going. There we go, thickening up okay. That's what we're after. Now you want a low flame for this. We don't need a high flame. We want a thick curry gunge inside our pasty or our hand pie. Back in there, chicken, stir through. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking. In there, frozen peas, stir it all in. Just give it a little minute. Now you can always check for seasoning, make sure it's the how you like. That is perfect. That is flame off. We just let this cool completely before we put it in our puff pastry. That is perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. That's our filling. Now you can stir in here fresh coriander and anything like that, whatever you like inside. So put your coriander in if you're going to use it, or cilantro, whatever you know it by. Give it a little stir through, you've got that flavour going through there. There you go, let's let it cool down. Okay, you want your tray with some baking paper on, and you want to start putting your pastry on, obviously. This is cut 4.5 by 5, and then we just want to be putting our filling in there. Of course we do. We're going to go on them all, and then we'll come back round if we have to. We just want to fill these with our goodness. Oh, a bit much there, look. Come on, get it on. It smells amazing. It really, truly does. These are going to be fantastic hand pies. Oh, do you think we've overfilled them? Oh my word. Look at those monsters. Come on, this is not your shop bought version. This is what we are enjoying. They look absolutely like they're going to be too much in there. Fabulous. Okay, to make this thing fit, because yes, we've overfilled them. We want a curry pie, you know. We are eating that. You take your top layer, okay, and you just cut in there on your top layer, and that will open up and stretch over there. It's like a lattice. So you take your pastry like that, because it's open, look, you see, you put your pastry on there, nice and steady, and stretch over and seal down. Now, you don't need to egg or anything to seal, okay? We're going to crimp it with a fork. Now, if it opens, so be it. All that goodness is not going to come out of there. And we're going to seal it with an egg, okay? We're going to brush an egg over there. So we'll do another one. Now my pastry is under plastic, as you can see, because we don't want to dry it out whilst we're filming. Okay, take another one. There you go. And again, over there, like that. He says he can't see what he's doing. And then back over here. Stretch that back over there. And just press it down. Fabulous. Come on, let's get them all done. Okay, and you need to be crimping them. Nice and straightforward with a fork. Crimp them down so they join together properly. And then what we need to be doing is taking some beaten egg, and we need to egg wash. Just egg wash all over the top. Seal everything. So just make sure you egg wash over everything, you know. Seal it all up. Now don't worry about the pasty filling or the hand pie filling. It is going to cook out and drop inside. Of course it is. Come on there. And if a little bit bubbles out, wow, so be it. Crusty curry. Oh, fabulous. There we go, super duper, in the oven 20-25 minutes. Okay, when you've had your time, out they come. Oh yeah. Oh, look at those beauties. That's what we're talking, proper chicken curried hand pies or pasties, whatever you know them by. Look at those, absolutely sensational, smells amazing. We're just going to give them a little minute to cool. I'm going to chuck them on a rack, let them cool down, and we'll slice one. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, pick any which one that you want. Come on, we'll go for this one, eh? Come on, you know it's got to be done. Straight through there. Nice and steady. We want to see that filling. Let's try not to squash it after it's puffed up. Oh, it's steaming. Look in there. Pieces of chicken, our curry sauce, those peas. That is an absolute cracker of a chicken curry hand pie. Oh yes it is. Look at that. Come on. Come on. You know it's got to be done. Look at that. Nicely cooked underneath. Oh, you know it is. Come on. Oh, my mouth is really watering. Oh. That is absolutely brilliant. Fantastic, fantastic curry hand pie or pasty. Absolutely delicious. Really delicious, creamy interior. That is really nice. And you know that chicken is soft. Let's have one of those out of there. Oh. Oh, you can see the steam. I'm not sure I can squeeze it. Look at this. That is delightful. Excuse my fingers. Oh yeah. So that's our creamy chicken curry, hand pie or pasty. It's absolutely sensational. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make this. And look at that lot. Share amongst your friends. You freeze, not a problem. Bring out, reheat. Serve up with chips. Serve up with anything. A nice little yogurt dip with some mint sauce in, a sprinkling of curry powder or chili powder. Give it a little stir up as a dip. Oh, sensational. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video. Oh, 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 oh yeah. That is amazing.